Classmate, this is about rhetorical device. So what is rhetorical device? Rhetorical device is linguistic tool that employs particular type of sentence structures, sound or pattern of meaning in order to evoke particular reaction from audience. Each rhetorical device is distinct tool that can be used to contract an argument or make an existing argument compelling. Anytime you try to inform, persuade, or argue with someone, you're engaging in rhetoric. If you ever had an emotional reaction to speech or change your mind about an issue. After hearing a debate's rebuttal, you experience the power of rhetoric by developing basic knowledge or rhetorical device. You can improve your ability to process and convey information while asking is gaining your persuasive skill. So, first slide is simile or simile or simile. A comparison of two things by using the words like or as. So, for example, a stall, a giraffe. So, see using word as. So, another slide is hyperbole. Hyperbole, definition of figures of speech that use exaggeration of express strong emotional or create a comic effect. Example from FDR's first inaugural address. So first of all, let me assert my firm belief that only things have pair is pair itself. Another slide is metaphor. Metaphor, the figure speech that makes an implicit comparison between two things that are unrelated but which share some common characteristics. For example, her voice is music to her ears. So, yung boses ay parang musika sa kanyang tenga. So, oxymoron. Oxymoron placing two opposite words together. For example, the food was outfully good. So, there's what's depending silence and the room. So, another slice. Antagogy, to follow a negative point with a positive point. For example, I lost my job, but I'm looking forward to spending time at home. So, she lost her job is spending time at home or spending time with our family. So, another slide is personification. Personification definition is non-human, inanimate object, idea, or animal is given human characteristics. For example, the low clouds bumped into the mountain. Your example, my example is when I was hiking the cactus in the road. So, another slide is rhetorical question. A question that asks for effect but not meant to be answered. Example, are you kidding me? Are you okay? You think this is funny? This is one to example. So, parallelism that use a similar grammatical structures in sentence or paragraph. Example, as not what your country can do for you as what you can do your country. So except you can use as not what your country can do for you as what you do for your country. So repetition, this is another slide. Repetition, use of a word, praise, emphasize, and importance. For example, I have a dream that one day this nation will raise up and live out the true meaning of its gift. Is epistrophe. Epistrophe is the repetition of a word or phrase, the end of the multiple sentences or clauses. For example, when I was a child, I spoke as child, I understand as a child, I thought as a child is a apostrophe that is emphasize the different ways of thinking and understanding as a child. So, euphemism. A euphemism is a word of phrase used to replace harsh or unpleasant term. For example, pass away, a euphemism for dead that suit the impact of the word. So, pass away is dead, right? Pass away is nawala. So, also, I have motivation connected about my topic. So, this is education motivation. Why education is the future? Education is the light. Can you imagine a world without knowledge? A world without progress, discover opportunities. We learn to grow, we learn to explore, we learn to create a brighter future. That any star education is not a duty education. Our power education is a freedom. So education is the light. So edukasyon ay isang liwanag. Can you imagine a world without knowledge? Ba? Paano mo ma-imagine ang mundo kung wala kang pinag-aralan or knowledge? A world without progress. Mundo na walang progress o improvement discovers opportunities to learn, to grow, we learn, explore. How to learn to explore kung hindi ka nga naman nag-aral, di ba? We learn to grow, we learn to explore, we learn to create brighter future than any star. So, ikaw yung magki-create ng future mo. 'Di ba? Ikaw yung magki-create para matupad mo yung pangarap mo at maabot mo yung star na sinasabi dito. So, education is not a duty. Education is power. Education is freedom. Exactly, education is power. This is a true, the education is powerful. So, that's all. Thank you. Sana you have learned our video reporting. That's all. Thank you, sir. Also, thank you, classmate.
Good day, everyone. This is all about a rhetorical device. First is alliteration. Another name of alliteration is a tongues one after the another share the first few initial constant sound. For example, she shall, on the she shan. And next we call a implication, repeating the word one after the another, combined with an object or two makes it seem. For example, his face is so red, so red. And next we call is anaphora. Anaphora is defined as repeating a single word or a phrase. For example, some glory in their birth, some in their skin, some in their wet. And next, we called an antimetable. Repeating words order is what antimetable is all about. For example, at it to live, not to live it. And next, we called an antithesis. Anytime you make a connection between a two events, people or things, you are using these radical devices. For example, love is ideal, marriage is real. And next is illusion. Every time you make a reference to some faces, event, or person, you can make an illusion. For example, I'm not sure. Call me to figure that out. And next is analogy. Sometimes the easiest way to explain thing is not to is a parallel with some to another thing is quiet to similar to it. And next is antagogy. Antagogy is an combine a positive and a negative statement together. Example, this summer season was dry, but not as a dry as the one back in 2012. And next is antiparasitic. Device is used for irony, sarcastic, and humoristic effect. For example, Ariel ugly painting such a Mona Lisa or a very slow person. And next is a positive. If you want to describe a noun better with another noun, you are using a positive. Example, Alexander of Macedonia master a general.